What's up, interwebs? It's me, KioKilla, and today I'm here to review Outlast 2 for the Xbox One. And just like my initial Outlast review, you get the spicy graphic content warning. Let's get started. Yeah! Outlast 2 follows in its predecessor's footsteps by bringing you a combat-free, save for the occasional QuickTime event, you, Carl, tense, first-person survival horror experience. This time around, you play yet another journalist, armed with a camera and, thankfully, a fanny pack. You, as Blake Langerman, and your wife, Lynn, are investigating the murder of a pregnant Jane Doe. In quicker-than-Outlast Part 1 fashion, you're thrown into the fray when your helicopter crashes in the woods near a village of crazed end-times religious fanatics, led by this guy. Wait, don't I know you from somewhere? The name Heavy's making a lot more sense. The gameplay is simple, as it was in the first game. You walk and run, armed with your camera, trying to reach your objectives without being murdered. You find batteries to power the night vision mode in your camera, which is crucial to being able to see in many sections of the game. You find bandages that you use to heal yourself. Yeah, you're gonna need a lot more than a bandage for that. And your camera's new function, a microphone that detects sounds from further away. It's used sorta like sonar, with a decibel meter that grows with intensity the closer you get to a particular set of sounds. Also, like Outlast Part 1, you find notes laying around that give you deeper insight into the inner machinations of the village folk and their leaders, which really enhances the overall experience by building an internal tension within the player. It's a nice way to world build, and although I was never attacked while reading a note, and reading notes seems like a nice reprieve from the horror, you're still exposed to the sounds around you, making it truly difficult to relax. Which brings me to the no! I don't want to hear about your good friend Jesus. Which brings me to the sound design in general. This is one of those games that you really should wear a set of decent headphones or play with loud surround sound if it's available to you. Not only is the sound design diverse and accurate, a lot of what makes a good horror movie or game is the music, and this delivers. With sharp, high-pitched tones and sudden bursts of sound when an in-game moment escalates, it really does its job at enhancing the already palpable tension. The graphics are a clear step up from the original title, with many portions of the game looking near photorealistic, even on an Xbox One. It runs at a high frame rate with little to no issues, and the textures all appear to be high resolution. I haven't played this particular title on PC, but I do feel like it looks more like you're playing on a decent PC than on a console. Well done, Red Barrels! All in all, the environments look fantastic. It's the characters that are still sort of mannequin-esque, or even puppet-ish. It's strange because they look great in some ways, like the textures and some of the finer details, but those parts don't quite add up to make a character look whole. There's just something sort of off about all of them. The game itself is, on the whole, better than the first in most ways. The tension is more consistent, even relentless this go-round, with very few, if any, tensionless moments. Where it suffers most is in its brutal AI accuracy and lack of direction in many of the most tense and exciting action sequences. I beat the game on normal difficulty, the lowest available option, and having played and beaten dozens, if not hundreds of games over the last 20 plus years, I feel more than capable of handling almost anything thrown at me at a normal difficulty setting. In certain sequences in this game, I would die at least 5 to 10 times, not because I couldn't see what I needed to do or where to go, although sometimes that was the case. I would die because upon respawning, an enemy would approach so fast that, given my limited movement options, I had almost no choice in changing my strategy. In one particular instance, I was killed over and over again so quickly that I almost walked away from the game entirely, lest I made my controller a permanent fixture in my TV screen. It was those moments that would tear me out of what may be the scariest game I've ever played, and instead of making my muscles unusable from mounting tension, it would break the spell and fuel them to repeatedly punch a homeless kitten. Frustration aside, I would still recommend this game for survival horror fans. Red Barrels does a wonderful job crafting games in which their environments, atmospheres, and diverse and creepy characters cause palpable tension. Also, what's nice is you don't need to play the first game or Whistleblower to be able to enjoy this game. Outlast 2 is able to paralyze you with fear while still giving you that motivating sense of yearning to find out more and to get to the end, even if you have to repeat several chance encounters to get there. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are amazing as always. I'll see you next time. Later!